You have 3 things to do today in Photoshop. First, let's go to our Photoshop folder with spot color and snow overlay and get all of the images we're going to need today. Save images, make sure they go into your downloads folder. We need the flower picture. We also need the eagle picture. We need both snow overlays. This is 1. We also need 2. And then you're going to see a note underneath it that says you need to go get 3 of the photos you took recently of plants and flowers in our classroom, and you need to have those on your card or save to download someplace where you can access them for the third part of our assignment today. Then in Photoshop, let's open everything that we just downloaded. You can open things one at a time. You can hold down your control key and select things that aren't in a row, or I just hold down the shift key and select the first and last thing. It uploads everything or selects everything in between those 2 pictures. We're going to start with the flower picture. Eagle and snow overlay are there too, but starting with flower, we're going to make the flower isolated by making it color and everything else grayscale or black and white. Go to select subject at the bottom. If you don't see this down here, you can always go to select and subject at the top. We're going to select the background now by going to select inverse. Once it has the background selected, go to image, adjustments, black and white. That is one way to do color splash or spot color. It's the same thing. You'll learn another way next week. This is how to make the main subject color and the rest black and white. File, save a copy, call this one flower copy, done, and make sure that saves under your downloads for turning in later. Then let's go to eagle. We're going to put what's called an overlay screen over these, and let's just start with snow. Let's go with snow overlay 1, the one that's kind of got the comical looking snowflakes. We're going to select all, Control A on the keyboard, edit, copy. I want you to try some of the shortcuts today. Control C would be copy. Let's go over to eagle and edit paste. Next time we're going to try Control V, which is paste. Now it's the wrong size. We need to transform this. You can go to edit, free transform, or transform, but I'm really going to try to get you to use your shortcuts today. On the keyboard, I'm going to press Control T. I'm going to stretch this out as big as the eagle, or even bigger would be even better. Then click the check mark. Over here on the right hand side of your layers menu where it says normal, click normal. Then go to screen. Now we can see the eagle. In order to blend it even better, on the opacity, while we're on layer 1, the snow layer, you can click on opacity and you make this go a little further down, make it look to where you like it. I'm thinking around the 50s is probably going to be the best. Now this one is kind of the one that doesn't look very realistic. The snowflakes really wouldn't be that big. I want you to try another different layer. So we're going to take layer 1 and trash it. Let's go to the snow overlay 2, which looks a little bit more realistic. Let's try our shortcuts this time. Control A, Control C, go to eagle, Control V, Control T to transform. Just like you did with snow overlay 1. Copy, paste, transform. Then check mark. Now let's see if this one looks a little bit more realistic. I think it does. Looks more like actual falling snow. You play with this number until you like it. Now you can use either snow overlay 1 or 2 here. File, save a copy, and then call that one done. I showed you this one because I see this a lot in outdoor portraits that try to simulate, wintertime or rain or any other kind of weather situation. This kid and this dog and this family weren't really in the snow, but there are just cute little overlays that you can find for free everywhere. I just Googled free overlay or snow overlay pictures, and they have 50,000 just on this website, and it's not just snow. There's plenty of other different types of textures, weather, all kinds of things that you can find for free out on the internet. All right, the last thing we need to do is you need to go find your pictures of flowers. You need to find 3 of them, plants, flowers, leaves, anything for this assignment this week. And now we're going to make them look like Ansel Adams high contrast grayscale style. Open up your first picture, doesn't matter which one it is. Do any cropping or adjusting that you need to first. Then image, mode, grayscale. This is just one of many ways to make something black and white. Then click discard. And then because we have to do high contrast and I don't see a lot of very white and very black areas, I'm going to go to image, adjustments, brightness, contrast. If this is in your way, you can move it anywhere you want to on the screen. Play with these triangles until you are happy with your picture. Now you're going to move yours a lot differently than mine probably. I'm looking to give it a nice high contrast. I probably wouldn't go all the way to the extreme on most of my pictures, but somewhere in here is how I personally feel that this is a good contrast picture. Got very bright areas, very dark areas, and now I'm happy with that one. Make sure you always save a copy. Never save, because we don't want to destroy our file that has the original color information, because some photos do look better in color than they do look in black and white. So save a copy, and then you're going to call this one whatever your image was done. Those are the ones that are going to end up turning in for the photo challenge today. Now for flower and eagle, you need to go in on Schoology and turn it in there for the spot color and snow overlay assignments.